I'll wait until people are here. Be back in a bit.
Basil bit me. Oh, it hurt.
Silvadorkable is now live. Streaming art stream, Mina Ashido #1.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Hey Silva.
How's it going, guys? How's it going, Alec and Shiro? Okay, for some reason, Stream Avatars is just not cooperating right now.
Stream Elements bot running.
I don't know what the hell it is, but some of my stuff just is not working right now. So we're not going to work with Stream Avatars today. So much shit is just backfiring on me. So how is everyone? Excuse you. No, I did not do that. Aw. Thank you.
Silva's computer self-nukes.
Yeah, kinda. Sometimes it does, actually, and it's very frustrating.
I'm good, love. How are you?
I'm okay. I have some voice lines I need to record today, and I made a cake. And, that's about it, actually. Mostly worked. How about you, hon? Are you doing okay? Pinky is so, like, bubbly. It's actually really kind of cute. She's just so bubbly. Then we're probably, for the background... The background, I kind of anticipate we're going to be doing, like, an acid spatter. So I have a question. Shiro, you might know this. I'm a little confused because I've seen multiple colors of acid. There's like a bluish white one.
Hello, boobs.
How's it going, Corvo? There's like a bluish white one that I've seen in the anime.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper?
ERM.
Ego Raptor. He is a rapper. I've seen like bluish white in the anime. I've seen purple in the video game, and I've seen green on the resin figure. Does it matter what color it is? Like,
She can control the strength of her acid. Hello ma'am, meows a lot. Sorry about your Discord exploding today. I'm talking to like 3 people.
No worries.
Candy rapper. Counting you.
Oh.
So I would assume based on how acidic it is will change its color.
Okay. Well, we'll focus on the shape right now, I guess. So we're gonna need to find an acid splatter.
So own rendition 3.
See, the thing is, like, don't get me wrong.
My favorite is Travis Scott.
I really like the I really like Pinky, how she acts and how perky she is and stuff. But her color scheme is an atrocious nightmare. And I absolutely hate it. And it's just the fact...
Ever an expression of don't get me right?
It's just the fact that it is so all over the place. Because she's pastel pink. Her horns match her boot accessories. Or her boot cuffs. Which is a tan. But then her outfit also has teal and purple. But then her boots are maroon. And it's just, it's a very, it's a very contrasting color palette. And it takes a lot for me to get used to, honestly. Because I tend to like a select few colors. And it's very frustrating. But I do like her. Thankfully, her boots won't be in this picture.
I have a harem of different anime characters.
That's cool. Okay, so what we are looking for is we are looking for a type of splatter that I like. And with the My Hero Academia girls, we kind of did like the more iconic,
This question is for everyone. Has anyone heard of Siren Head?
Can't say I have. I'm gonna do the more iconic poses for the characters. So it's mostly a matter... Hey Mama, you weren't there yesterday. We were worried.
Okay, I got broken up with. And no, haven't heard.
Oh.
I have heard of
I'm sorry, Alec. That's...
I have heard of Siren Head.
For the most part, it looks like it's just gonna be like a kind of splatter.
That's fine. I got over her. She sucked anyways. Forgotten when I remembered it was 7:30. My bad.
No worries, Mama, as long as you're okay.
What show is she from?
My Hero Academia. It's a show about superheroes in training.
I was thinking it was Sunday.
Maybe something like that. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I like that. Let's take away that for now. Okay. There she is. Okay, so we are going to...
I know about MHA, just never watched it.
She's the pink girl. Also, Basil bit me on the face and it hurts. Not hard, but he likes the smell of my chapstick. So he starts licking my face, and then next thing I know, he bit me on the frickin' chin.
Data. He's pretty scary. The thing I'm scared of the most is Cartoon Cat. Your cat is weird.
He is. But I love him. She has like this face mask thing going on.
Try putting Vicks on your nose. Cats run like hell from it. LOL.
I could see that. Oh, he's never done that before.
You should draw the invisible MHA girl but like naked.
So...
Would that be breaking the guidelines?
Well, no, because it literally would just be a blank palette. I've actually seen a body pillow of that where it was literally her uniform on one side and then nothing on the other side.
Right next to this current character. Siren Head isn't too scary. I think I've seen that exact body pillow.
Yeah, I saw it once and it made me laugh. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Dude, Siren Head with the Chicago broken hurricane siren is cool as hell. Also, I can't spell tonight, it seems. But do we know what she looks like when she isn't invisible? I've never seen her visible.
I don't think so. She probably was born invisible.
Silva. Legit play this. https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals from VRN03 oi.
What is that?
Broken hurricane alarm. How fucking scary would that be as a doctor to see a woman give birth to someone invisible though?
Probably pretty fucking horrifying, honestly. I feel like that's a little too high.
It's cool/creepy.
I'll have to play it when I'm done with this. It's actually perfect because I could really use creepy sounds. Preferably royalty-free creepy sounds. It's weird because it's like she has eyebrows painted on her mask. Could be wrong, but...
Then clicky clicky, tongue sticking out, haunt the street.
No, not right now. I need spooky sounds for a secret project I'm thinking of doing.
If I'm honest, giving birth to an invisible person is less scary than other things, like a demon. Cough cough Silva. Cough cough.
Yeah. She actually has really odd shaped eyes, because she technically has black scleras. So, a little fun fact about this character, and I only know from watching clips, is that she wanted to originally call herself the Alien Queen. And they thought that that would be creepy and weird. So she renamed herself Pinky. Black scleras. Might need to readjust the shape of those eyes, though.
The data deleters, have you also heard of the long horse in the smile room? Okay, strange. I mean, Pinky is the name of a terrifying demon from Doom, so it still works. No, I can't say I have heard of those ones.
Well, yeah, but I don't think My Hero Academia survives in the same lore as Doom, so, you know. They probably don't know that.
I doubt that it was intentional on their part, but still.
Okay. Not bad. This to be larger.
No avatars?
No, for some reason the avatar program isn't working right now. It keeps telling me it needs, authorization, but every time I get authorization from YouTube, it just tells me I don't have it. So I messed with it for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, alright, you're done for now. I'll come back to you. Because I didn't really want to spend all day,
Okay, thought it was me. The only thing I know about MHA is that the weird purple kid is apparently a pervert.
Yeah, I could see that, actually. I don't really know much about him because I don't really like him, but I could definitely see that. Give her a smile instead.
What happened with Monday's stream? Grape Rush. Fucking Grapehead is a perverted little fuck, and I hate him and his entire character's existence on that show.
Honestly, on Monday, I just laid down for a nap, and I was tired and I didn't want to get up. I wasn't even, like, sick or anything. Although, I'll be honest, I made the mistake of eating, like, this really greasy tempura from,
Yeah, Debs, if I remember right, you wanted to play
from,
Jackbox.
uh, the local sushi restaurant, and I think the amount of grease in it just made me really sick last night, which really sucked. But I feel better now.
Silva had the meat sweats.
No, I had nausea, actually. I threw up a little bit, and I was like worried because it was vegetable tempura. And I was like, well, I don't think I got food poisoning because I've had food poisoning before and it wasn't food poisoning. And I was like, well, maybe I just don't feel good. And so I was like, well, whatever, I'll just go to bed early. And yeah, no, Bear ate the rest of it today and he was fine. So I think it was just too much grease for me. I think I might
decided she was bored of being awake.
Well, that's all the time.
Like, fuck this, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh Silva, I'm almost done with the enemies. I'm almost done with the RPG.
Nice.
Friday's stream.
What about Friday's stream, Mama? Oh, for Jackbox? Yeah, we can do that.
I have single-handedly demonetized this stream. Yay. Jackbox Friday. I had this weird dream that I saw these English bulldog, but it had the tongue like a frog and it made a burrow for its babies. You better hook me up a copy of your game when it comes out, homie. The one that ended so rudely.
She has the weirdest outfit, in my opinion.
You going with hero costume or casual wear?
Oh, hero costume. I was very confused for a second. I was like, well, I'm wearing normal clothing.
Dude, I have no idea who else is getting a free copy. I can't give out too many free ones. Silva is getting one. A friend is getting one. Another friend is getting one.
Is it going on Steam? Because that honestly would be the best decision you could make.
Gimme. XD. I have been learning how to draw eyes, and the problem I have been having is that light shine where you see source of light in your eyes and the little ribbons in your pupils. Yeah, the RPG is going on Steam. I'm not asking for a free copy, just to show me where I can get it when it comes out.
Really, you're having trouble with the highlights? The highlights? The highlights. I call them highlights, but... Are you talking about, like, realistically, or, like, more, like, cartoony?
Join in on the fun in our Discord. http://discord.gg/mpd748z. The best way to draw eyes is to cover them with hair and shadows. Boom. Realistically.
Oh, realistically?
Oh, okay. We decided on the game being
well,
called Eternal Quest, so you can find it that way.
So... Okay, let's say, so that's the pupil, right? Or the iris. This is the pupil.
Because not all highlights in the eyes are the same.
The eye usually touches there, but then you have like the tear duct. You have the lash line. Which lashes never really go in the same direction. The other side.
And Shiro, you want a free copy?
And it always actually goes over the top of the iris. Then you have all the
maybe.
And then usually you have to round out where the actual eyeball is. And the lash line. Or as they call the water line. And so, essentially, this is the area I have to worry about. You're gonna work on that. Problem is that depending on how you draw, pupils are not a single circle. They're actually a, well, as they call a sphincter, because of the dilation and retraction of the iris muscle, which is the most colorful muscle in the human body usually.
Okay, but I'm only giving out 4 free copies, actually 5 because I'll get a free one myself.
And obviously if you've actually seen the real magnified texture of an iris, it's actually kind of alien-like. It's really weird. It's not a bunch of lines. It's actually like a bunch of interwoven like fibers, like a muscle. And if you ever want to, look it up, because it is actually like seriously one of the freakiest things I've ever seen. It actually makes me kind of uncomfortable if I stare at it too long.
Eyes are freaking weird when looking up close.
Oop, too big. Okay. I look like shit, but whatever. I don't like any of that. That looks horrible. There we go. Okay. So, let's say that this is the eye. I don't want to do it any more detailed because that's going to completely negate the point.
Nice.
So that's the eye. I'm going to soften the outside of the iris a little. Essentially what you're going to want to do is a lot of the time it depends on the location of the lights. If you look in a lot of self photography, you'll notice what is called a selfie ring light, which usually looks like that. And it's usually very distinct. And then maybe you might notice like a light over here or a light over here. That is a selfie ring light. You'll notice those. You'll notice those in my photography because it's anyone that uses a ring light with it usually right in front of you. You're going to notice it. There's also ones, because highlighting the eyes is a big thing in photography. You'll notice that in a lot of movies and very emotional, heavy photography, if they're trying to depict someone as dead, they will actually take out the highlights. So, like, when someone, like, dies in a movie, they'll usually digitally alter their eyes to make any reflections vacant. Not because it's how it is, but because that's how we perceive dead eyes. We don't perceive dead eyes as having any sense of reflection. So when you are photographing someone, it's very important to put in a light that specifically is reflected in the eyes, because it gives the person or the subject a life to their features. So a lot of the time, in many of the professional photography you'll see some kind of professional photo shape.
They removed the lights from people's eyes who was secretly the alien according to the crew. Oh, I see.
So a lot of the time you'll notice like very distinct shapes in professional photographs eyes, subject's eyes.
Never noticed.
So you'll notice like squares. Squares usually reflect the light boxes of the people who are being shot. So you'll notice, you know what? Hold on. I need to actually give it a little bit. There we go. I need to give it a little bit of a shade so that you know, because eye whites aren't necessarily white. That way you can see where the actual highlight is. There we go. Okay. So, a lot of the time you'll notice something like this, which is usually the light boxes. You can also notice things that are more circular, because a lot of photo shields or photo boxes are circular in style. But you could also notice like something like a light from below that usually will capture the entire reflection up. Honestly, a really good way of...
Oh, that's everywhere in animes.
A really good way of guesstimating what type of lights you're going to be seeing in their eyes is think about what kind of lighting is actually happening to the subject. In a lot of things, it's easy because you can think of it... Clear. Let's get rid of that. You can think of it like a orb. Because essentially all it is it's an orb with an iris on it. But when it's sideways, it's actually partially convex. It's actually partially convex. Where you see it on, it's actually like right there. So that's also why contacts stick to it so well, is because it isn't a perfectly round orb. So essentially what you have is you have an orb and then another smaller orb in front of it. It's not really an orb, but that's the shape that sticks out. So if you were to reflect light, say from this way, you would end up having light reflecting off this. Come here. You would end up having light reflecting off of this and then off of this as well. The only thing you really have to take into consideration is whatever shadow is being cast.
That's cool.
By...
Have you seen that picture where the anime girl takes off her anime contacts?
No. All you really have to keep in mind is what parts of those orbs, because the orbs are glassy, so they're going to be very reflective. What part of those orbs are being shielded by the eyelid and by the lashes here? Because if it's anything that's from this area, or this area, it's going to cast a shadow. So you're not going to necessarily have that reflection right at the top of the waterline up there. There's very, very seldom any actual reflection up here, unless the light is coming from further down. So you essentially have to worry about obviously, if that is how the eye is, you're going to have to worry about light coming from here because it's going to get shadowed. But any light coming from anywhere in this area would be fine. I hope that helped. Boop. Back to our character. Okay. Despite how I don't draw... Oh, I'm glad. Despite how I don't actually draw realism, I do understand a lot of the concepts of realism, despite not going to school for it.
You must have studied the eyes a lot.
Yeah, I did. I also studied photography a lot, which is where I found out a lot of those facts about the photographic things. Because since I've never been able to really afford getting professional photography done for my cosplays, a lot of my techniques that I've had to adapt with my self-cosplay photo shoots have been all self-taught. That and the eyes happen to be one of the things I love drawing the most. So because of that, I've practiced a lot with them. That actually used to be what I would...
I just don't care. If shading looks good on a character, I'm gonna add shading LOL.
No, I totally understand. I prefer what looks appealing to me versus what is realistic. Which is why I draw cartoons. Because I just don't find it...
Too bad you couldn't have learned photography from your late aunt.
I know, right? I bet Aunt Jenny could have taught me so much. I've thought about paying to get professional photography done. But, well, right now I can't because of the COVID thing. But even that, like, a lot of places want like $250. And that is more than I make on Patreon in 1 month, so... I mean, the actual act of spending all of that on just the photo shoot and not actually the costume is a little outside my budget.
She too it in college.
Yeah, I miss Aunt Jenny. has so much hair.
Me too.
For those of you who don't know, my Aunt Jenny was a professional photographer, but she passed away several years ago from complications while surviving breast cancer. So, she was a really cool aunt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Silva.
Trophy, it happens.
Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
But
I actually drew a little fan art for a streamer / YouTuber. He only has like 3k subs, so I hope he sees it. That's all hair. I thought it was electricity.
Nope, this is all hair. Oh, it's fine. It was a while ago, and she had a good life.
So I'm sorry about all the Discord noises. Shiro and I were trading wafers.
No, by all means. That's what the Discord's for. No, she has very curly, very short, punky pink hair, and it's actually quite adorable, honestly, but... And if he only has 3k subs, I'm pretty sure he'll see it. I mean, I have 3k subs. Well, I waver around 3k pretty constantly, honestly. But I have 3k subs, and I see almost everything that someone sends me. Okay. We're gonna do another layer because I need to do some other stuff. So she also has fluffy... She has so much fluffiness, goddamn. She also has fluffy, a fluffy collar on her vest.
Real girly then.
She's very, perky. That's how I've heard her described. She's very optimistic, happy, energetic. Everything I'm not.
I got one of my favorite wafers. She's the only girl shorter than me. She's 4'9", I'm 5'2".
Well, that's cool. I like that. I'll give you a little fun. There we go. And you're not really gonna see the vest on that side. I'd say like you might see a little bit of the vest on that side, but her vest is fucking tiny. It literally just like goes like this. Yeah, it literally just goes like that. All right. It's not really even a vest. It's like a bolero.
My life might not be perfect, but at least my genetics blessed me with being tall. Respect for our short kings though. It's a shoulderlet.
A shoulderlet? Is that what it's called? A shoulderlet. I know I've heard of them called like boleros before, because they basically are like shaped like that with like a hole on each side.
I'm 6'1".
I'm only 5'4". I'm
5'2" and just means I'm cuter.
I'm a average height for a girl in America.
I can reach the top shelf in a store.
I can't.
Sticking out.
I can't reach a top shelf in a store. I have to like climb or ask someone to help me.
Or a bolero.
Yes, bolero. I always call him
6 foot and
bolero.
Shortest male in our family. I'm shorter than normal girls. Laughs.
But I can help people that are in wheelchairs grab things. That is one thing I have done. So despite being short, I'm still capable of doing something.
Alien Valley Girl. At Mascano is now hosting you.
Oh, thank you. Alien Valley Girl.
The taller you are, the easier it is to get hit in the crotch. So I gotta be careful.
I don't know. I think there's a lot more important things than height. Like, granted, I know, like, a lot of people prefer taller partners or shorter girls, but honestly, my sister's on the taller side. She's taller than me. And I think my sister is awesome.
I am here for best girl, not to be bullied. Is it just me? I think it is. I just find girls who are taller than me very intimidating.
But
the men in my family are huge.
Personally, I've never really thought it was that big of an issue. I don't know, it's just it's not really, it doesn't matter that much to me, I guess. The personality is always so much more important than something so trivial.
Like taller girls are scary, they tower over you and all that.
I feel like this isn't puffy enough. It's not puffy enough.
Nah, taller girls are fine. I personally don't care about height at all.
There we go.
Like Silva is only 2 inches taller, that's not that scary, but a few more inches, you're scary.
Honestly, the scariest woman I've ever met was my oldest sister.
I care about Jen, Silva,
and geez, Mama, how tall is Angel? She's like 5 foot nothing, but she can be horrifying. She was a drill sergeant.
Still drinking boomer juice, I see.
There's nothing wrong with it, and it's not boomer juice.
Then you would have been terrified of my nursing teacher. She was 6 foot 2 inch redhead. .5 and 1/2 inch.
Yeah, so my sister Angel's like 5 foot, and honestly, she's kind of horrifying. I love her. She's a badass, but she's scary when she wants to be. Like, goddamn.
What is boomer juice?
Boomer juice is a nickname for
6'2". That's a whole damn foot.
Boomer Juice is a nickname for white monster, and I don't know why, but whatever. We are going to do a separate.
I know a guy who dated a girl who was 6'6". Even I am afraid of her when she's pissed. Cute.
Yeah, I've discovered through work and honestly working with security, insecurity, should I say? Working in security taught me very quickly that height is not a measure for how scary or dangerous someone can be.
Drink the normal monster and the mango monster.
And I've actually discovered that a lot of tall people are actually very nice. They're usually not even remotely like interested in fighting. But unfortunately, that never really stopped anyone. They always still tried to pick fights with the tallest person, and that was always a really bad mistake because you don't pick fights with the tallest person. The tallest person can fuck you up. Why would you do that? But no, I learned a long time ago that size does not equal scary. If anything, half the time it's the opposite, which is kind of funny. Because the short people are the ones who feel like they have something to prove.
Met her husband, he was about 5'9". Can me a coward, but girls who are taller than me is just scary in general. Name one taller woman who isn't scary, other than Silva. Silva is a different class on her own.
Well, I'm sure I could be scary if I want to be. I just don't want to be. Honestly, Mama's seen me upset. Especially back when I was a teenager. Oof. But
I don't want to fight and I don't go looking for fights, but I will defend myself if I really feel like it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if someone's coming after you, you don't really have much of a choice, do you?
I run.
I don't like that. It's too... I don't. I've been in enough that I feel comfortable doing what I do, but
I haven't gotten in a proper fight in years though.
I don't feel like that's accurate.
I mean, if I was to wrestle anyone, I'd wrestle the weight class before me, that way I can just sit on them. For example, Silva isn't gonna wrestle me because I'll run, but a 10-year-old, I won't run.
I don't know, you have to be careful of smaller people too. They're not necessarily as helpless as they let on.
At least I can hold their arms down for more than 10 seconds. With you, I'm sure you'll find a way out of a pin.
Oh yeah, no. And I don't play fair either. if I'm in a fight, I will do what I gotta do.
Punch him in the grundle.
In the grundle. I feel like that would just upset someone more than anything, but I mean, technically, I would've.
OMG, I wasn't subbed.
How's it going, Fleshwide? Yeah, usually the eyes, the instep, the solar plexus, and right here. Ah! 3K again.
Just replied to my fanart and said that it made his whole night and I feel so wholesome. Hi. See? I'm fighting the 10-year-old and staying clear of Silva, and I'm wearing a cup for my groin.
Fun fact, if you actually hit hard enough, you can kill someone by jamming their nose straight up into their brain. Don't do that, though. But yeah, no. Self-defense is very important. But honestly...
Athletic supporter.
Honestly, just because someone's bigger doesn't mean that they're more dangerous than a small person. Or less scary than a small person. Oh. I love my sister, but... goddamn. Well, thank you for being my 3K sub.
John Wick would punch someone hard enough in the nose to shove it up their brain to kill them. Mascano said this is where the party was.
Aww. Well, I like to think it is. I'm drawing a My Hero Academia girl. Does that count?
True that. Silva, you're scary on your own class. You're welcome and I love Nha. I don't know how we came to the topic of fighting, but according to my brother and some people in my school, I'm apparently stronger than I thought I was.
Oh.
Silva's email address. For business inquires, I wanna post in it.
You want to post in my email address? Well, I mean, technically, if you have business inquiries, you can. I mean...
Yes, tongue sticking out.
Most of the stuff that I get isn't much, actually. But...
Face with tears enjoy what?
But I...
It's true. Also, I have pizza.
Oh, pizza?
What if I don't have business inquiries?
Well, then why would you email? You have Discord. You can just Discord me. She has like the weirdest way of...
XD cause it's there.
Oh, touche. Usually it's for like sponsorships and stuff.
Party. Damn wrong us of there.
Mina, why is your fist so weird looking in this picture? But whatever, I mean...
Hey.
How's it going, Jules? I made angel food cake. Does that count for anything?
Next stream is gonna be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. She's looking good.
Now I just have to figure out what I want the, goodbye, collarbone. I'll miss you. Now I have to figure out what I want the,
Don't call her fists weird or she'll murder you with their acid powers.
Yeah, it's true. I have to figure out... No.
I hope Silva has more taste than Raid Shadow Legends.
I have to figure out what the,
Like a shitty Zima more.
I have to figure out what the background's gonna be. Right now, I have, like... Where's that? Like this shape, but... I don't know if I don't like that shape. Clear. Let's find a different shape.
It's going good, you. Silva, what was the food I was going to make you? Crepes with Viniala filling? Pink OFC?
No, it was, eclairs. With whipped cream filling.
So tell us, Silva, who is your fab MHA girl and why is it Mina?
It's actually not Mina. My favorite My Hero Academia girl? I think Uraraka is adorable, but I actually kind of like, I kind of like Kimiko just because she's got the fangs going on and she's kind of creepy. And you know me, I do like some creepy bitches.
It was eclairs with whipped cream filling?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was crepes.
No, it was eclairs because those are my favorite.
OMG, I forgot how to spell. Froggy Grill is best toast.
Oh, Froppy?
I like Eureka, but I love Momo.
See, I could see that. A lot of people do like Momo. God, making her particular kind of splatter is very strange because it's very liquidy. It's just like, it's like gloppy. Fave boy? Well, obviously All Might. I just think it.
Mine is Shigaraki. I'm a sucker for the
I just think it's funny because he turns into this like very tired crackhead looking guy, and I love it.
Face with tears of joy. Yeah, both sides of him are good. I mean, it's fitting for me because Momo isn't usually what I like. He is best BOI.
He's adorable and I love him. Let's try this. I'm trying to get like a weird like gelatinous.
Fleshwat Silva won't watch JoJo with me disappointed face.
I'm sorry, I
usually like girls more like you.
I just can't get into JoJo.
Like Momo and it's weird. JoJo is the best. Skip the first season, it's a little slow. She won't even give him a chance. It's one of those things that make me question what I actually like and if I'm perv or not. I keep telling her that. Joseph is the best.
I can't take it seriously.
You will fall in love with Joseph. Yes, he's mine, no eyes.
I'm okay, you can have him. See, it's funny because I actually really like the art style. It's very distinctive and muscular and like very
77-pound too.
But I don't know. I just can't.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. I thought you wanted Star Platinum. PSST, Silva, want me to tell you a secret? They change it a little each
Sure.
time, it's so good.
Let's see how I like that shape. Let me see.
I don't like Jotaro that much, but Star Platinum, yes. I don't like JoJo either. I find it annoying.
There's gonna be a fight in this chat room very soon, and I can tell. I can sense it. Actually, I think that might work.
You say the world is flat, but he looking pretty fussy to me. Face with tears of joy. Well, I'm gonna go. A lurking I will, a lurking I will go.
No worries. I'm gonna be
I'm
done very soon.
Silverme and PQ have started to watch JoJo in the server on Saturdays. You should join us this weekend.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Prepare for the riot in the Discord. Try is there too.
Maybe. I don't know, man. What do you think?
Troy asterisk. I still don't like JoJo, and that was my secret. Trees. Well, you know what?
There we go.
You are welcome to your opinion. Music picks up. Run. Loud, you need to run. Music plays. Who is JoJo?
There. So I think that's the shape we're gonna give it, roughly. Oh, thank you. I think that's the shape we're gonna give it roughly. And it'll give a good part to cut off at.
Trees are better than chocolate.
It'll give a good part to cut off at. It'll give her a vague shape. And if I decide to, I can always go back and kind of change it a little bit.
She looks great. LOL. You know, joking mask. Gun.
Give her a little.
I'm not bashing any animes. I just don't enjoy it as much as other people.
So,
Pistol.
For the most part, that is what it's going to look like. Tomorrow we will do closer inking and ultimately end up adjusting it a little bit, and then maybe getting to the inking.
Bye for now,
So,
Silva.
and then Friday we're gonna do Jackbox Party Pack. So I hope all of you guys will join us then, and I hope all of you have a great night. Love you, darlings. Love you, Mama.
Night, sweetie, love you.